Alright guys, while I'm letting that cook, got a review for you here. Somebody was asking about the RC5 from Ontario. This is the RAT5. This is not the new RC5 rather, that Randall's Adventure and Training makes, but it's pretty much identical. The differences would be, I think they've changed the pommel on it, and the blade is a little bit different shaped. I think it comes more straight along the back to give it a little bit more flat design instead of like a drop point. This is sort of a semi drop point. But other than that, same knife, same quality. They're both 1095 high carbon steel blades. They come with a good heavy Cordura sheath that is mold compatible. It has a belt loop, a spot to do a leg tie down, and there are multiple points that you can slide this mold strap through to make it adjustable for different scenarios. You could actually hang this upside down on some webbing gear, your LBEs if you had any, or LBC rather. And it's got a good stout handle. Now, a lot of people, including David, said something about how the handle size was so large. Now, I do have large hands, but you can see my hand is snug around it. It's not that hard to control. It's not that hard after you get used to the size of the handle. It's really not a bad knife to use. It does have some serious jimping along the back to give you a good secure purchase if you had to do anything, you know, solid thrusting or anything like that. It's got a glass breaker skull crusher pommel on the back that you could use for some hammering, secure it in the sheath, and if you needed to, you could use this to hammer something in. It is strong enough. Mine come with the green micarta slab handles, 3 Allen key screws in here that are solidly locking the handle in place. Don't have to worry about it coming off, and it is air popping sharp. You can see it's stopping on a nail pretty quick there. You get a piece of wood here and we'll show you doing some cutting and such. Alright, just got a couple of little pieces. A little quick little, you can see it, didn't have any problem at all shaving down through that. You wanted to use it to just skin some bark off. You can see it does that with ease. Now this isn't a factory edge. Of course, I've had to resharpen this a couple of times. If you needed to use it as a draw knife, it's still big enough. Really not that big of a deal to use. Even if you wanted to come in on a piece of wood, do some notching, even for its size, it's still not bad. I mean, it's really not a bad all-around bushcraft knife. It's not large enough to do any serious chopping. I don't have the specs with me, but give you an idea of the overall blade length. Tell you what, I know this has a 4-inch blade to it, so holding them both together, probably about a 5.5 inch blade overall length. 10 inches overall probably on the handle, if not maybe a little bit longer, or 10 inches overall with the handle, I should say. Wheel baton. Get this camera pointed down at the ground for you here. Just got a little piece of wood. We'll just do a quick little baton with it. By the way, the first couple of strikes I did on this, I didn't have a piece of wood to set this on, but as you can see, as soon as I got a piece of wood split, I like to rest everything on that piece of wood. That way you're not driving your knife into the dirt. I don't care what kind of knife you got. That blade, if you come into contact with the rocks and all that can be hidden down in the dirt, you're going to chip that blade out pretty quick. And then the next thing you know, you'll be complaining to all your buddies about how your blade's got a chip in it and there aren't any good, when it's your own stupidity caused the chip to begin with. Use it for what it's intended for. Use it how it's intended to be used. They're not meant to cut rock. You hit a rock, it's going to chip. You chip it, shut up, it's your fault. I don't want to hear it, you know. I'm not pointing any fingers at anybody. Ain't nothing fancy about it. But you chip a blade, it's your own fault. You can see, other than the traction material that they put on this, the coating catching some of the wood, blade's not damaged. It's still smooth, this is usually how I test them. I'll feel it and see if I feel any nicks or anything. There's nothing wrong there. Good solid heavy blade, good solid stout point, thick, 1/4 inch overall, leading to about 1/8 of an inch at the tip. But it's a tall enough blade that still gives it plenty of strength to hold up in the long run. The sheath is mold compatible, if that matters to some of you. Thing I like about it is it's got a pouch on the front, adjustable, secured with a lock, that I can put a small knife. This is a Baron Sons bird and trout knife, folding lock back. I can keep it in here as a spare little knife, and if you happen to get some small game or anything like that away from camp, you don't have another knife with you, your folder's gone or what have you, then I've got a good little knife that I can clean a squirrel, a fish, anything like that with, in the same little pouch right there with me. Doesn't take up any weight, so it doesn't really bother me. There's a little close-up of the back there where it snaps. I said you can adjust this, run this through different pouches as needed, and adjust it to fit whatever situation you're going into. Of course, it just says Ontario, USA on the back, RAT5. I said, all around great knife for the money, especially. They're not bad price. I think you can find these now anywhere from $45 to $75 online. I've got the RC5, well, the RAT5, the RAT3, and my favorite daily carry knife is the RAT1, and you can see it's well worn. I use that for everything from stirring pancake mix, cutting steaks, to opening boxes, about anything you can think of. They're all around good blades. The company makes some outstanding products, so anybody looking forward to one, or looking for one I should say, I would put this in the category of a mid-sized utility knife, a mid-sized survival knife. It will handle some of the bigger chores. So that's the Ontario RAT5. I hope I've given somebody some pointers that'll help them out with making a choice, and I appreciate you watching. I'm going to do my little wool blanket video next, so look for that, and then we'll check in on my pancakes and see how they're doing. Alright, appreciate it.